Hey guys, in today's video I'm gonna tell you about technologies I gonna learn this year, and probably you'll want to get them as well. So I think we can get started. The list begins with technologies that I have been using for 1 year. Those are JavaScript, React, Redux, and TypeScript, because probably when I ask me what do you want to learn them again, I'm just saying that React and Redux is developing every day and there are so many things to learn about them. But some of them are the most important and vital for a good developer. I think this is the smallest part of the things I want to learn this year, and the list will be growing up and getting bigger over time. The first thing that starts early is SSR, server-side rendering. I like to learn how to implement advanced server-side rendering using React Router, Redux, and React and style components. It doesn't matter, it can be another CSS and JavaScript library, or even plain CSS, you know, it doesn't matter at all. The next thing I'm gonna learn this year is writing tests. I know tests are mandatory for a huge application because they help us to test our applications and get rid of things like when we change something in an application that was working before, and then after we even apply a minor change to it, it begins to crash or even it doesn't work at all, and eventually we don't have the same endeavor that it was before. Also, I think it's just good practice to write tests for your code, because when your application getting bigger and bigger over time, you need to make sure that it's working good enough right now, after probably minor change. Also, I think it can kick me up a notch, just push me to the next level of my way of thinking as developer, as person, and just change myself overall. Also, I like to dig into performance stuff in front-end, architecture of React Redux applications, and just front-end application overall, SPA, and project structure more deeply. I don't only want to dive into React Redux, I like to try something low-level programming languages or even new language from my pocket, and I'll tell you about it later. Also, it's not my priority to read about Redux toolkit, but I think it will be kind of plus for me to understand Redux ecosystem a little bit better, read source code from it to improve my understanding of design patterns in JavaScript, just in programming overall. Also, I'm gonna continue to learn best practices for React, Redux, and TypeScript. Indeed, we cannot forget about Node.js, because it seems the best platform to build backend for myself. I reckon because I tried not so much about using languages for the backend. I was coding on PHP and then I switched to Node.js, and it was a love at the first sight. What about Golf for Node.js? I wanna finish the book Node.js Design Patterns, because it has been for a long time since I started to read it. Also, I expect to learn about microservices, at least basic about it, from this book. Also, I wanna enhance my knowledge about PostgreSQL, SQL language, WebSockets, performance scalability for API. Exactly, I think mostly about RESTful API. Also, I'm gonna try RabbitMQ, Message Broker, and Elasticsearch. I was very touched by functional programming the last time, and this year I wanna get some expertise about it. I like the concepts that functional programming provides. I'm gonna read the book, mostly adequate guide to functional programming, and practice in real-world projects and my own pet projects. What about programming languages? I think it's gonna be great to get one, for instance Rust, Go, Elm, Swell, Python. I'm really interested in it. I think it's helped me to see the world from another side and get some more outlook for me. And I'm sure each developer should try something brand new and cutting-edge technologies to keep up with high tech. What about CSS and layout? I really want to deepen my knowledge about adaptive and cross-browser web applications. I want to learn CSS grids, accessibility, and thematic. And I'm really excited about web components, because you can apply them to every application you like to. It doesn't matter what framework you're using. You can use React, Angular, Vue, Ember, it doesn't matter. You can use them everywhere you want to. Also, I'm gonna, you know, enhance my knowledge about CSS modules, read documentation about Bootstrap, and probably to try it on my own pet projects, and I want to learn about design tools. One of them, Figma, Sketch, Zeppelin, some of them. I'm about rusty about Gulp and Webpack, and I want to deepen knowledge about Gulp and Webpack. Also, I want to learn how to write documentation using JSDoc and StyleGuides. JSDoc is mostly for TypeScript code, and StyleGuide is for my React components. I'm using Storybook right now, and I just want to try something new, because StyleGuide provides you write an MDX file. It means you can use Markdown plus JSX. I think it's really great combination of them. I think it's enough for the year, because I think that 2020 is gonna be the best year of my life again. I'll keep you updated about it, and I'll create video about my progress through a half year. So have a great day, see you in the next one.